Welcome to SteeldogsTV in association with MF Hire. It's our Halloween game at Sheffield as the Bradfield Brewery Sheffield Steeldogs take on the Hull Pirates. I've heard because of the evening there's a few odd looking types around, but I can't say I've seen anything myself. Saturday, October 31st, and the Bradfield Brewery Sheffield Steeldogs were taking on the Hull Pirates. Steeldogs dressed in white, got away to a flyer. Ashley Calvert scoring after just 99 seconds. Hull drew level at 13.04. New Finnish import Pasi Salonen, the man on the spot, to bury it for 1-1. Late in the first period, and the Steeldogs got themselves back in front. Stano Lachette credited with the goal to make it 2-1 heading into the first period break. First minute of the second period, and the Pirates drew back level again. That man Salonen with the rush, and the shot to beat Sedler for 2-2. It was a physical game that never boiled over despite some inconsistent refereeing, but here's probably the biggest scrum of the night. Handbags really. Tate and Elliott both getting 2 minutes for their troubles. The next goal of the night came from the Steeldogs. Puck into the zone. And the familiar figure of Arnaud Esposas burying the puck for 3-2. That meant it was the Pirates' turn to score next, and Tommy Lane with the break up the middle and a shot from distance to beat Daly in the net for 3-3. Into the final period, but both sides had opportunities to try and take the lead on the power play. The Steeldogs fail to score here, and as the puck clears the zone, Salmon leaves the box and has a one-on-one, beats Sedlar for his personal hat-trick and to give the Pirates a 4-3 lead. With less than 5 minutes left to play in the game, the Steeldogs find themselves a goal down, a man down with Lee Hayward in the box when this happens. Lewis Bell given 5+ game for high sticks. But the game wasn't over yet and the Steeldogs weren't giving up. Threw everything towards the whole net, and Lee Hayward comes near, taking bodies. Baston goes down, but no contact from Hayward, despite some suggestions that he had touched the netminder. Baston stayed down for quite a while, and in that time, the Steeldogs worked out a game plan, and when the puck dropped, that man Bozas was there again to level it at 4-4. All tied up with just 64 seconds left to play. Just as overtime seemed inevitable, this happened. Puck down the ice, Bozas chases, Basson comes out, tries to take him out, and Kirk does a better job. Referees had a long think about this and eventually awarded a penalty shot. Bozas steps up, skates in, dekes, shoots and scores. With just 8 seconds left, the Steeldogs take a lead. Too late for the Pirates to do anything about it, the Steeldogs stealing a 5-4 win at the end. After the game, we spoke to Captain Ben Morgan and Coach Greg Wood. So we're joined by Captain Ben Morgan. So Ben, an exciting 8 second from the end penalty shot win over Hull, a real roller coaster of a game. How do you feel after that?
To be honest, I'm a bit lost for words. It's not a game that you see very, very often or you get to play in, but with 2 minutes left they've got a 5-on-3 and Belly gets chucked out of the game and you're thinking, it's doom and gloom, it's over. But we spoke about team resilience and good character and fighting back, and that's what we've been doing all season, especially at home. So to bring it back and to not even make them get a point out of the game is massive in itself. But, so yeah, Belly mate, well done. But yeah, it's 2 points. It's a massive character building thing for us, but we've not come into changing room screaming and shouting. I know for a fact that in certain areas we weren't good enough tonight, and we just need to build on that, and hopefully we can get something tomorrow. If we can get a win tomorrow, I think it starts a streak officially. But touch wood, never say never. But there you go. Okay.
From your own perspective, you kind of talked about sort of character and resilience. Were you surprised the resilience that the guys showed, or was that? Did you believe that was the kind of the belief they had in the room?
I'm not surprised about it. I know we've got it. We've had it for years and years. We've always, played a little bit short-handed, if you like, whether it be because we are genuinely short-handed because we're taking too many stupid penalties, or whether it's injuries or illness that we've had this season. But I'm in no way surprised at the character and resilience that we've shown today. But it's just a bit disappointing that in a game where I think we've dominated massively, we've just let ourselves down in little areas, and we should be, no disrespect to all, we should be making sure that we're putting more goals past them and making sure we don't concede as many as we do, because when this team, we were in their position 5 years ago, teams are doing that to us, and as a brand new team in league, it's always going to be difficult for them, and you can't up against anybody, particularly them. So we had it 5 years ago, and it's our opportunity now to make sure that we can pull away. As I say, no disrespect to Hull, but we've got our own pack of teams that we want to be competing with, and we know where we need to be at come end of the season.
And when Bose stepped up to take that penalty shot, where did you put your mortgage at that moment?
I knew for a fact we were going to go forehand. He loves that move, but it's a weird one. I don't know why the keeper's come out at the end, because the puck's going into the corner. There's 8 seconds left, and but there you go. It's a game of swings and roundabouts, and they had a lot of luck with the goals. Daly held his hand up and he said that, it's not his greatest night, but we've hung him out to dry for 2.5 seasons now, and he's on nights been absolutely world class. He actually made a fantastic save when they had a power play back door, and that should have been a goal. So he's a quality player. But like I say, it's a crazy game, and it's a game where we've got 2 points, and it's another building block, and we carry on, and we go tomorrow and see what we can get out of Telford.
Okay, and I'll try and avoid asking you to comment on the quality of the officiating, but did you understand the officiating tonight?
To be fair to him, I don't know if it was his first EPL game as a referee, but he's made a very gutsy call at the end, and he's held his hand up as a few things that he's missed, and he did apologise at the end. But I think all in all, he did a good job. It's easy for me to say that because we've got 2 points at the end of the game, but everyone will say it's a really difficult job to do, and there's not enough money at Wolf to give to me to be a referee. I'd never do it, and that's even from a playing perspective. But I think he did an all right job. There were some calls which were a little bit dubious, both sides. But when you've won the game, you can always turn on and say that he's done a decent job. If we'd lost game, I might be saying something different. But there you go, Jose Mourinho. No comment.
Thanks for your time, Ben.
No worries. Cheers. Thank you.
Joined by Coach Greg Wood. Greg, a penalty shot win over Hull in a game that was kind of up and down all over the place. How do you kind of sum that one up from your perspective?
For me, it were a little bit of a disappointing game. I think Hull were hard done to at the end there. It were a penalty shot. It should have been a technical goal regardless. But they were good for a point tonight. But on the other hand, I'm just saying there, that kind of character and coming back. It's not the first time we've done it this year, and it's regardless what sport you're in, it's always a good sign for a team to be able to battle right to end, and not just battle to the end, but come up with goods as well.
Okay. Morgs has kind of spoken about sort of some of the mistakes that were made that led to some of the Hull goals. Are there kind of areas you feel that the team will need to kind of focus on in practice?
Yeah, I think first period we were very comfortable, and we could have been a few up, but when you don't take your chances, you let the other team hang around, and when you let teams hang around like Hull, they do have a little bit of an offence. The 2 new guys have come in, the imports have really stepped it up for him. And we let them come to us, which we've not done for a few weeks now, which is really disappointing. And I said at the end there when we come in, it's all right to be all up and high, because we obviously did come back at the end and get the points, but the performance weren't great, and that's what we want to work on.
Okay. The first time, I think literally the first time this season, you had a full bench to choose from. Did that kind of give you any fresh headaches?
It does, because I'm leaving Pato and Shudra on the bench without a shift tonight, which is I've got to try and get them in there, because this first 6 weeks of the season or so they've done magnificently, and they deserve a chance to play. So I've got to find a way of getting them into the game and utilising my full squad. We've still got a few guys who are not playing at 100%, but it's the start of something now. First game under his belt with full squad, 2 points. I know it weren't the best performance, but at the end of the season, you're going to look back and it's still 2 points. So it's as simple as that.
Indeed. And last off, this is a squad that people can point out was largely recruited before you took over as coach. But there's one guy there who was absolutely definitely your pick, Bose. What do you say about that guy? The magical hands, blood like ice. You must be glad you signed him.
Absolutely. I don't need to speak for him, do I? You only have to look at his not his points. His performances. He leads the team. He's 6'5", plays the body, works as hard as anybody else on the ice, and he just does the talking for himself. I don't need to big him up anymore. He's a great player.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
Cheers. Thanks.